Hello, everybody. I hope you have a great day today. In this video, we're going to talk about how elite level soccer teams struggle to play futsal. Is there really a difference? I mean, shouldn't an elite level soccer team be able to play futsal and just kill it? Maybe not. Watch this video as we analyze an elite level soccer team playing futsal and its growth as they start to train and understand the game of futsal. Okay, so in this video, we're going to watch the red team, which is a team I had the pleasure of coaching outdoors for about 3 seasons, I believe. And they were a very high level, state ranked in the top three, as well as nationally ranked team. But when it came to playing futsal, there was something missing. And as you guys are watching the game so far, this is one of the first games that they play futsal as they started to train with me. As I'm talking, I want you guys to watch the game, and it seems a bit chaotic. Watch how they're playing and how some of the habits are similar to those that they would use to play outdoor soccer. But they're failing at their attempts of passing, creating space, getting closed down. Well, simply because the environment is a lot smaller, the time that they have on the ball is a lot shorter, so they're forced to have to make decisions a lot quicker. I want you guys to watch this game as we analyze it, and then I encourage you guys to follow up as the game progresses, as well as watch other videos that I will be posting to see their training in a futsal specific environment and how their gameplay changes. To the average spectator, it just seems like another game. Now, as I said, this is a high level outdoor soccer team, and I should say that it was because the team has recently aged out and some of the boys have gone on to college. But again, the principle is the same. So as you guys watch the game, it's just chaotic. See, they just won the ball, the red player, and completely turned around and immediately tried to outrun his opposition. He got shot down, he ran out of space, and eventually lost the ball. As I was talking, if you guys want to rewind the video, you saw that the game started very chaotic. They're running all over the place. Because again, as good as they are outdoors, the outdoor surface, the outdoor dimensions of the field is a lot different than that of a futsal court. Futsal court is much faster, so the ball moves much faster, and it's a lot smaller. The restrictions on the space are a lot smaller. So as you guys are watching the game, they're beginning to start getting a feel. I am there on the sideline with the the red sweatpants, watching them, and as they're coming off, giving some advice, and you'll see how slowly the game will start to evolve. So, for the most part, they enjoy possession, meaning that they have the ball a lot more than the blue team. But at the same time, they struggle to put the ball in the net. Why? Well, let's watch.
What happened? On the previous week. Something must have happened. Tuesday night was phenomenal, the trade. I don't know what happened last week.
They're doing a pretty good job of maintaining a shape of 2-2. Number 12 did a good job trying to open up for the goalkeeper. The player who receives the ball does a good job of controlling the ball. But the players around him are too static. So what happens is a player is receiving a ball, and then the other three do not move off the ball quickly. They're not being proactive, they're being reactive. They lost the ball here. One player closes him down. We're making the substitution here. As soon as the player opened up, the red player, he got closed down by a blue player. Nice job with this player opening up to receive a ball. Again, lost the ball out of bounds because the surface is much faster. The court is a lot smaller. Okay? And you really have to be spot on with your first touch. So look, as the game is opening up, they're doing a good job of spreading it. Player has the ball, tries to dribble everybody, winds up losing the ball. Goalkeeper makes the save, quickly passes the ball or throws the ball, or distributes the ball, sorry. In transition, nice movement here. One player going up and one player going back. Same thing again. Number 13, by the way, is very familiar with futsal as he plays futsal. So there are 2-3 players in this team that do play futsal, and you'll be able to notice the difference in their movements. Okay? Nice opening up. Now look, there's no back support. 3 players are all the way up, and look where the player trailing, how far behind the play it is. And he's walking. Now look how they are. The player was too far away, came into cover, okay? Pretty decent job at getting back their shape at a 2-2. Look how far back this player is. There's no need for the, okay. Now he can open up, but he opened up way too early. This player goes up. Pretty good job by this player coming back and recovering and changing his position. Nice ball movement. They're trying to figure out how to move the ball around. Player gets closed down, but look, you got 3 players looking at him. Should they offer assistance? Should they offer solution? Good job by the goalkeeper. By the way, the goalkeeper has played futsal before. Nice close down by the red. But let's see what the blue team does. The blue team is an outdoor team as well. Pretty decent job. Lost the ball. If you guys notice, the red team is trying to do more passing and find lanes and create passing lanes, but it's still too chaotic. Their first touch and their passing, their lanes, their angles are not spot on. Why? It's futsal. The space is a lot more narrow. The angles are narrow. The room is not as big. Now, this player opens up. Nice pass. I like the fact that this number 8 came back to receive the ball. The other play overlapped. So now you can see some of the transitions that they have worked on in practice start taking into effect. Again, this was their first game that they played after a few sessions of being trained in futsal environment. So just because you have trained a little bit, right? That first initial shock of small space, confined environment, takes a little bit of adjusting. Nice opening space. See the far end player staying wide, receive the ball. Number 8 and number 10, by the way, do a really, really good job of switching. Okay, number 8 catches the ball, and number 10 was up high. Now he drops back. Very nice job by number 8 dribbling and score a goal. Okay, but if you guys have noticed, number 8 and number 10 do a very good job of interchanging positions. And by the way, futsal has a lot of this rotations. There's no time for a player to sit around and not be engaged. All 4 players defend, all 4 players attack, always in transition. If you play zone defense or if you're playing man-to-man, okay, it's just very fast moving. Very fast moving. Okay? Let's see what blue does. Nice job passing back. But if you notice, the opposite side player right here, okay, out far end, was too far away for that pass. And it took too long to change positions and put himself in a position where he can receive a pass. In futsal, the player who has the ball before the ball gets to the player's foot, the other three players must be traveling. So they must be changing positions and finding spaces while the ball is being played, while the ball is traveling. You can't allow the ball to get you can't allow the ball to be played and then for the players to rotate positions. You cannot be reactive. You have to be proactive. Part of the great benefit of futsal is teaching players to always move with and without the ball. You pass the ball and you immediately move to an open spot, always rotating. Rotate the ball, you rotate yourself. It's not like outdoor soccer where you have some extra time to make that move. Although, even in outdoor soccer, the best teams are always moving. They pass the ball and they move. Coaches will tell the players, pass the ball and move, pass the ball and move. Here, the referee told the player to step out, step away because he didn't have shin guards. So right now, instead of me making a substitution, we're actually playing 3v4. Why? Because I want the boys to be challenged in playing a man down and finding solution, not only attacking but defending. So playing three versus four adds an extra level of difficulty. An extra level now. They got to work harder 3v4. Now the player comes in, so we'll kind of resume. If you notice, since the beginning of this video, now they're beginning to stretch the court out, meaning that they're opening up wide, creating space, nice give and go there, little bad pass. And again, that's part of playing on a futsal court. The smallest touch, the smallest pass is over exaggerated because the court is faster. So a little touch outdoors might be good enough. Here is not good enough. Okay? In futsal, you have to be spot on all the time because, again, the court is faster, the ball moves faster, so your first touch and your passes are more difficult to be spot on. And that's what futsal does for you subconsciously, works on you becoming a better passer, a better controller of the ball. And then when you go outdoors, playing on a slow turf soccer field or grass field, you just look amazing. Your touches on the ball are just that much better. Okay, so let's just keep watching. Defending now. Once again, the way they're playing at 2-2. Again, this is a team that is fairly new to futsal, so giving this team too many rotations at 1-3, at 1-2-1, or what have you. I felt that let's start with something basic. That it's kind of similar to outdoor soccer, so 2-2, I felt that was a pretty good formation to maintain and start to begin with. So as you guys notice, as they're attacking, as they're losing the ball, they quickly come back into their shape, playing at 2-2. Now, there are different players on the court, okay? So number 10 is still on, but some new players have come in. Right here, they've done a very good job of stretching the goal. Look, a nice pass back. I don't want to say unlucky, I don't like that word. Should have done a better job of finishing and executing that goal. It was an easy goal. But part of the habit that outdoor teams have, by the way, especially boys teams, they try to kill the ball. They try to put that goal through the net. They shoot so hard, try to punish the ball and the goal, I forget, the net. Well, in actuality, the easiest goals are the back post goals, the tap-ins. So part of what I teach is the players have to work and try to create easy goals. Not difficult angles, not impossible angles. They look great, by the way. Okay, if you scored a great goal from a difficult angle, fantastic. The crowd goes wild. But I want to work for an easy goal. I am a coach that likes easy passes, simple passes. I do not like fancy, over-exaggerated plays. I like simple. I like basic. When you get to a level of Cristiano Ronaldo or Messi, it's a different story. But at these levels, even with the top teams, and by the way, even professional top teams, they focus on basic stuff. Instead of making that difficult, over exaggerated pass, make the easy pass. Okay. Player steals the ball, 1v1, should have scored. If you follow me and you know some of my videos, you may have heard me. I don't believe in luck. Not in sports, not in anything. You create your own luck. You shoot. Oh, I hear people say unlucky, unlucky. No, it wasn't unlucky. It was bad execution. Bad angle choice, bad shot selection. Maybe it wasn't balanced. Too far, too close. Poor execution. It wasn't unlucky. That one was, again, tough angle. Should somebody be on the back post? So the player now, instead of making that tough angle shot, has an easy pass to the player back post for an easy tap in. Futsal is great for that. Goal scored here was more of a mistake than anything else. Okay? So, again, I'm very critical, but I feel that's how players grow. I'm going to praise you. Congratulations, you scored a goal, but let's be honest. It was a, rebound, or it was a black shot, or maybe the keeper was screened. Is that being taught in soccer? Yeah, absolutely. That's part of the game. Stay in front of the goal as a striker, which is another habit that a lot of strikers, fail to utilize. Staying in front of the goal and being that nuisance, that pain, where, and blocking the goalkeeper's view, or a shot comes in, all you gotta do is just tap it in. It's part of the essence of soccer. It's part of a strategy. A lot of strikers like to run away from the goals. They're always making runs, but they're running away from the goals, and then they're forced to take shots from a very difficult angles. Why not stay in front of the goal as much as you can and try to get those easy shots? At the same time, in futsal, which in soccer works great as well, you see outdoor top teams, you see outside backs overlapping, or midfielders, or whoever. You see players going directly, at an angle towards the keeper, and then they cut the ball back to a trailing player who has an easy tap in or an easy shot. Guess what? It's a perfect way to work on that particular skill in futsal. Drive at the goal, have the keeper commit to you, cut the ball back for the trailing player, back post, easy goal. Very difficult for the goalkeeper to defend, by the way. Most players will choose to just shoot at the keeper because they want the goal. They're hungry for the goal. Is that a bad thing? No, not necessarily. But if you have a player open in the back post, why not make that pass? As a coach, I value more that as opposed to player taking a difficult shot. Again, getting back to the game, as you guys can see, they're doing a very good job in maintaining their shape. Although now they're sometimes, instead of being closed in, the middle space is too wide. In other words, they're spreading themselves wide. And if I was the blue team, I would take advantage of that by having a player go right to the middle, ask for the ball, and take advantage of that big space. So see what I'm talking about. 2-2. Look at that big, okay, the outside left player now came into the middle. Okay, close the gap a little bit. All right. Now you see, left player does a pretty good job coming in, okay? Again, that's the second defender. The right player went to cover the ball. The second defender came into the middle, closed that gap. But previously, if you notice, there's times where they have too much of a empty space in the middle. The other blue team, or the other team, should I say, just doesn't know how to take advantage of that. One player covers. That's something else that futsal is great as a teaching tool. There's a tendency for players outdoors to press by themselves. In other words, the other team has the ball and only one player is chasing around to cover the player and track the ball and press down. The other players are just sitting watching him. No. Teams need to learn how to press as a unit, defend as a unit, attack as a unit. No gaps. Everybody goes up and down together. Everybody closes together. Futsal is a great way to practice that. All four players go up and down. Everybody works together. Everybody presses, everybody covers, everybody tracks, everybody transitions. As we're watching the game progress, I invite you guys to watch part 2 of this video and watch the game progress, watch how the red team progresses, and how they react, to how they develop, how they attack the game, the changes that are being made, how the performance is, and of course the analysis of the rest of the game. Last thing I want to remind you guys is to please subscribe into the channel, like this video if you enjoyed the analysis of the game, and not only an inside look at how a futsal game is analyzed, but from the coach's perspective. And again, hit that notification bell so you know when new videos are being dropped.